Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afam Mokawam. Now I want to explain about the problem-based learning, or we call it PPL, and also the PGPL. And for the last video, I will choose one of the, the method that's suitable with me and or like comfortable that I apply in the class. Okay, the first one is about the problem-based learning or PPL. This PPL model is a learning approach that is student-centered and focuses on solving problems through teamwork. The following is a brief explanation of PPL. The first one is about the problem-based learning model and the characteristic. Student-centered. Students are actively involved in the learning process while the teacher acts as a facilitator. And the second one is about the problem solving. Uses a real world problem as a starting point for learning and developing solutions. And also the teamwork. Students work in group to analyze problems and find solutions together. And then reflections. Students reflect on the learning process and solution defined. And also the steps in BPL. Problem identification. Students are introduced to the real-world problems or simulated problems. The second one is problem definition. Students define the problems, determine the information, and plan a problem-solving strategy. The third one is information gathering. Students search for information, collect data, and study material relevant to the problem. Analysis the interpretation. Students analyze the information they have gathered, draw conclusion, and develop solution. And the last one is about the evaluation. Students evaluate the solution they develop and reflect on their learning process. There's some benefit of PPL. The first one is increase students' motivation and engagement, develop problem solving, critical thinking, and teamwork skills, and then facilitate the transfer of knowledge and skills to the real world situation. And also the PPL challenge require more intensive preparation time for the teacher, require educated support and facilitators for effective implementation, requires curriculum adaptation and the role of teachers as facilitators. Also, the project-based learning or PGPL method is a learning approach that uses a real project as a framework for teaching students about certain concepts. Principle and skills, the following is a brief explanation of PGPL. And also project-based learning of PGL method, like the PBL, as the characteristic student-centered. Students are actively involved in the learning process and work independently or in groups. Collaborative learning, students work together in teams to plan, implement, and evaluate project. Real problem solving uses real project or project simulation as a tool to teach concept and skills. And then soft skills development focus not only on mastering the material, but also developing skills such as teamwork, communication, and solving problems. And then BGPL steps. The first one is project planning. Students plan a project, set goals, and determine the steps necessary to achieve the goal, and also project implementation. Students work to complete the project, collect data, perform analysis, and then develop solutions. Presentation and reflection. Students present present the result of their projects to the class of community and reflect on their learning process and result. The fourth one is evaluation and feedback. Teachers and fellow students provide feedback on students' project and learning process. And what benefits of PGPL? Increase student motivation and engagement due to the relevance and real context of the project. Develop collaboration, communication, and problem-solving skills. Facilitates deeper understanding and application of knowledge to real-world situation. There are some challenges of BGPL, like it requires time, resource for project planning and implementation, require educated support and facilities for effective implementation, require the teacher's ability to design, support, and evaluate project effectively. Choosing project-based learning or PGPL because it can have several advantages depending on the context and learning objective reason why I might want to choose PGPL. One, the first one is relevance and real context. PGPL allows students to learn in a relevant and real context as they work on projects that are related to the world or everyday life, such as the daily activity or something like that. And the second one is collaboration skill development. PGPL encourages teamwork and communication between students, which can develop their social and collaborative skills. And the third one is about deep learning experience. Through PGPL, students have the opportunity to dive into the material in the depth because they have to apply knowledge and skills in the concrete context. And the first one is high motivation and engagement. PGPL often increase students' motivation and engagement as they feel a sense of responsibility for the project and seek concrete results from their effort. And the fifth one, soft skill development. Apart from understanding certain concepts and principles, PGPL also develops soft skills such as teamwork, communication, problem solving, and management skills. And the sixth one is develop of creativity and innovating. PGPL allows students to think creatively, develop new ideas, and find innovative solutions to problems they face in the project in real life. And the seventh one is dependent learning. Encourage independent learning and students' autonomy as they are responsible for planning, implementing, and evaluating their own project. However, it is important to remember that the success of PGPL depends on careful planning, support from teachers and schools, and the availability of educated resources. As an approach involving teamwork and focus on complex projects, PGPL requires time and effort for effective implementation. Thank you.